Mothlike TV. This is Mike Holt broadcasting from Beehive Billiards in San Marcos. This is a little technical setup, so we're going to have a few moments whilst I make sure that everything's up and running smoothly. The guys are here. They're all ready. Everybody's warmed up, and we'll be getting going very shortly. But first things first, I just need to make sure that I've got a clean image and a clean audio for you guys out there. So just bear with me while I check on the quality of the sound here. 1 2 1 2. Pop 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 pop. This is an audio test. This is an audio test. Testing 1 2 1 2. Okay, we've got good sound, everybody. I'm happy with that. And let's just check out the image quality right now. What you should be looking at, if you're tuned in, is a image of the match that we've got coming up. It's a Mothlike Matchroom challenge between Linda and Brian and Brandon and KC. This is Scotch Doubles Nineball. And it's going to be a $400 in the middle challenge with WNT rules. So it's going to be breaking from the box, the winner's break. And of course, golden breaks count. So what we're looking at right now is the little test card. So let me show you what we've got to come in terms of camera views. So this one right here, this is the main camera. Just waiting for the stream to catch up. You know how long of a lag we've got. So welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Mothlike TV. Do appreciate you. We're just doing a little technical setup here. There we go. So I can see that we're the stream's around about 15 seconds behind live action. So yeah, basically this is the main camera that you're looking at right now. Stop something on my screen. Easier for me to talk to you about the right things. Okay, yeah. So this is a camera 1, main camera. Then we've got camera 2. And when we're going to show you camera 2, I have a little button I can press just to turn off. There it is. If I click this button here. Ah, that's why I've got to go like this. Right, okay. Yeah, I've got to press the transition each time. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so basically I can turn off all of those overlays and then you can get this nice side-on view. That's camera 2. Okay. Let me put my overlays back on for you. And then we're going to hit up camera 3. So this just gives us a view from the other end of the room. And this highly versatile camera can zoom in, change around. So we've got all angles covered, hopefully. So if you're out there and you're watching, please say hi. Tell us who you are and where you're watching from. And most importantly, who are you rooting for? That's what we want to know. Okay, so we're pretty much ready here now. Stream's up and running, looking good. So Linda and Brian are going to go by Love and Luck today. They're the Love and Luck team. And Brandon and Casey are going to go by LGBTQ. They're the LGBTQ guys. Don't ask me what that stands for. I'll let them tell you. I think something about diversity, something like that. I don't know exactly what. Okay, so yeah, it's looking at an even race to 13. This is just Love and Luck guys, just having a little warm-up, last few shots before we get going. Hey. Yeah, so match starting in around about 5 minutes. What I do want to do. Think about the audio. Be right back, folks. One, two. Okay. I think the table's getting a little bit of a brush and iron now. Before we get going. Beautiful 9-foot diamond table here. Freshly covered in the grey shark cloth. Beverly Jean Cook in the chat. Anyone want to sweat this? I will take KC and Brandon. Come on, guys. Who wants to take that one? Who wants to take that one? Come on, any takers, any takers. Jesse, are you going to take that bet? Hey, Jesse, good to see you in the chat. Hope we've got a few others in here. Phil Carranza, I know you wanted to sweat this one as well. And Beverly, I hope you got this match on your big old screen. Jesse Castaneda, Brian and Lyndon look familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on where I know them from. Hey, Danny, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for messaging. Thanks for chipping in. Beverly wants to put $50 on KC and Brandon. $50 going on for KC and Brandon. Jesse Sturm says he's going to take 20 of that action. 20 of that action. Jesse's saying, I'll take Brian and Linda for a beer. A beer? Come on, you can put more than a beer on it. Robin Strutt wants to bet 50 on KC. Wow, we've got a bit of action happening now. We've got a real strong market. Beverly Jean Cook takes the bet with Jesse. That's a bet. You've got a bet, sir. Jesse Castaneda, likewise. What does that mean? Can you clarify? Likewise, does that mean likewise? You've got a bet? Let's go, mofos, says Jesse Sturm. Good stuff, good stuff. So just another angle of the table. Yeah. Side on view. When we do play you this one, we're going to be removing all the overlays. So I may actually program in a couple of extra positions as we go through the game, so we can zoom in a little bit and do some close-up stuff. Is this a practice lag from KC? Practice lag, I think. Yeah, okay. Practice lags are allowed. Getting used to the table, of course. Brian and Linda's home table here at Beehive Billiards. We are ready, everybody. I would have went with Linda and Brian, says Beverly, but no one will take KC, so I will. Okay, here we go. We're about to get things going. Here comes the lag. And it's Brian for love and luck. KC or LGBTQ. Home table advantage. So that looks like KC's got the lag. It sure does. Winner breaks. Break from the box. Golden break counts. 9 on the spot. Here we go, folks. The one we've been waiting for. Looking forward to this game. So tell me one thing, you're out there listening in. Can you hear anything other than my voice? Can you hear any of the background noise in the room? Can you hear any music? Please stick a message in the chat and let me know. So I would like you to have a little bit of the room noise here. Just silent. Yeah, visual's fine, but just as long as it doesn't make a noise. No. Okay, Jesse, thank you for the feedback. I'm now going to try and turn on another source. So anyone want to bet? I never heard from Phil on Facebook, says Robin's shut. Okay, keep an ear out, guys, and let me know if you start to hear any music, because I want to try and get a little bit of music into the stream from the room. So the balls are broken. The one doesn't make the cut, so it's coming up dry. And so we have a dry break rack 1. Just hear an asshole British guy, and now background music. Oh, you can. Okay, did you hear the ball? The sound of the balls breaking? Jesse, let me know that one. Got music. Good. Good. So he's looking at the one ball here. It will go in the top left only. But you could draw it and get the cue ball across to the right long rail and then behind the 2. So maybe worth a go at this. Plays the roll, makes it, and oh, has he? Oh, nearly scratched. Just not quite sure whether there's a view here for. Can't see it that way. Let's look at this one. Maybe we can get through to this. Going to be leaving a long 3. Well, there may be a chance for a 3-9 carom after this. You just drop this in. I think you don't try any heroics with the shape. Where's that cue ball going? Oh, it's okay. Now, is this a 3-9 combo attempt? I think it's worth it. The 3 will not pass the 9, for sure. Not entirely in line. The line is quite close to the hole. So no early 9. So long look at the 3 ball here. Stroke. So don't forget Scotch doubles, so alternate shots within each visit to the table. Chance to cut this in and get it in off the. That is the. I was going to say the 5 ball, but that is the green 6, isn't it? The tiniest of edges sticking out here for Linda. Yeah, good hit. Oh yeah, makes the ball. So fluke, but it'll do. No, nothing easy to do here. Could just bank the 4 up and down, try and get the cue ball over towards the 8, behind the 8 even. Hey Armando, good to see you in the chat. Welcome. Yeah, played the safety I called, but underhit it and has left a cut here, I think. I think it does cut. As you can see, that's it's thin, but it will go. I went for the corner pocket bank and left a similar skinny cut here for Linda. And this pink 4 ball. It collides with the 8, comes down nicely to leave and a good look at this 5 in the side. Just a little bit overcut, hits the near point, and this is going to be an opening chance here for Brandon and KC. Kibble's naturally going away from the 7, so you either play this with a lot of right or you try and go around. Put in right on this, put in bottom left, I think. Yeah, so he's going to be in line, but a long way away for KC. You know my streaming setups and recognize some of my blue decorators tape on the fireplace there. So he strokes that one in nicely. It's a good shot. Is it a bank? When you take this on cross side. Just draw the cue ball a little bit to leave a straight 9. And that's what he played, okay. Got a pretty good cue ball. This is what you call very much on the 50-yard line for Linda. She's got to choose one of the corner pockets.
Well, the bank is making the shot.
Of course, Scotch Doubles, they're allowed to confer here, so they're just having a little bit of a chat about what to do. Linda's fancying this bottom right-hand corner. I think it's safe to play without any risk of a scratch. And if you play at a certain pace, you try and get the cue ball dead on the bottom rail. So you would have a straight 9 if it goes. And if it doesn't, then you would hope that the 8 would make its way slightly up table. So unless it rattles and stays right in the hole, the only way you'll leave it is a bank. You can get the pace speed right. Now checking the other side. That's a beautiful stroke. The cue ball's just run on ever so slightly. So, bit of a skinny 9, but chance to take the first rack here. There it goes. That is the first rack of the night. So here we go, folks.
Thank you, thank you.
Great shot.
Here we are. It's the Mothlike Matchroom challenge. It's a 9-ball challenge. You see the balls being racked there and broken before the shark play cloth came on this. So I want to say a big thanks to Big Money Billiards. All your support, Bernadine, has been very much appreciated. Race to the masses. If those of you who don't know, check out Mothlike.com. You'll see all things Mothlike up there. And we've got a 32 bracket coming at the end of the month. So we've got this challenge match here. And just check out Mothlike.com. And we've got 10% off with the code Mothlike for all Ariakon customers. And also Kamui Brand, we want to say a huge thanks for them for coming on board as a headline sponsor. Okay, here we go. Brian's going to be breaking off rack 2. It's now 1-0 to the home team. Break. The one has just up very nicely over the corner pocket. Just leaving longish 2-ball. Looks like he's going in the bottom left here. Yes, Beverly, I already took you out of the bracket for I'm afraid you're saying I am available 30th. I'm not sure what you mean, Bev, but on the basis of your communication with me that you couldn't make the stop, I have now sold that place to James Cabal. So your space in stop 3 has gone, I'm afraid. Yeah. Once you let me know that I had a wait list, as I said, and I contacted him, and straight away he took the spot. So you're good for stop 4, but unfortunately. Top 3, it was oversubscribed. To have a wait list still waiting for more people to drop out. So, I mean, if you want to go back on the list, fine. I can let you know if spaces open up. Okay, so hooked here, trying to kick at this, trying to maybe make it in this bottom left. I'm sorry to hear that, Bev, but I can only go off what I'm told. So I think he's going to try and do a snooker here. Pretty straightforward shot, just roll the 3 up the table, hold the cue ball behind the 5 or the 8. Yeah, that was always going to be the case. Yeah, I've already put you on the wait list for stop 4, or in the bracket for stop 4, I should say, Bev. So you're good for that one. Apologies for the fact it's sold already, but that's the thing. Once you get popular, I'm going to try and encourage people to sign up a lot earlier. We've got a slightly new system coming, which I'll be announcing a bit later. Okay, important kick shot coming up. just misses. So it's going to be ball in hand to Brandon KC. Trying to make shape for the 5 in the side, I think. There. Okay, well, I think we've got a snooker out of that. Bit of a jelly roll. Just playing with the white balance, you probably noticed. But a slight disparity on those two cameras. I'm just trying to even it out. And that's, oh, is it going to drop in? No, just hits the bump. Trying to slow roll in the corner, makes it very nicely. Is that 9 in the way? Looks to be a snooker. Yeah, so he's picking at this one. Whoopsie daisy. I'm just trying to queue up a new ad for the next gap in play. Looking as though this will pass the 8 into the side. I'm assuming he's going for. Into the 8. Is that going to dress up? No, it's a bank. Looks as though you just got to cut it a little bit. It's just before the diamond. He goes for the cut. I think the bank was pretty straightforward there, but is this a chance to make the 9 in the corner? Maybe, you know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure you can hit the 6 ball thin enough. You're definitely going to be going straight into the 9 for sure. Maybe Linda's just going to play safety here. 9 is the stopper. That looks pretty good. It's a tight cue ball on the rail, which is always a great thing to do if you can bury the cue ball on the rail. Yep, got to kick at this. Makes a good contact. So contact on the 8 is left a little cut here for Brian. You just play a plain centre ball. No English. Just try and roll it in. The keyboard will naturally come down right hand side of the table. Oh, and that's finished pretty good. A little angle here would be helpful. But if not, you could just play a stop type shot. Yeah, it looks like there's enough to play forward off the top now. Oh no! Disaster. Oh, well, there was obviously a little bit of an angle on it, but putting it in the side of the pocket made it straight. And that gives these guys a chance to level up. This 9 to level up the match at 1 each. One that got away for love and luck right there. So there it is. We've got an even match, folks. And let's get this trailer on for you. And that's the racking of the balls. And then the race to the Masters, obviously that's what we were talking about earlier. The current standings after 2 stops. Stop 3 has sold out, that's today's Hammond match. And then I've got a couple of myself coming up. What I'd advise you all to do is to check out Mothlike.com, because that's where you'll find all things Mothlike. Okay, so let's just get the scores on straight. There you go. So, breaking the balls here, rack 3, it's Brandon. Oh, it's KC actually on the break.
We wanted the 2 or 3 balls in the center, right?
So, no, they're basically the 1 at the top, the 9 in the middle, and then the 2 can be either of the other 3 points of the diamond. Okay. So left, right, or bottom. It's only the 2. The 3 can go anywhere. It's just the 2, one of those 3. Any one of those 2.
Any one of the bottom 3 balls.
No, any one of the 3 corners. So the one's the top corner.
So it can be the side or
It's either side or the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just talking about the position of the 2 ball there. Yeah, so that was break chance. Safety, I think. Yeah, maybe you could play the Karen. Yeah, I think maybe he was having a go at the Karen there, but the one's gone sleepy in the 8 and 6. So let me just change the angle on this side. Yeah, you can definitely get it rail first. Let's have a look from the side. Take this overlay off. Definitely go rail first, but let me just get in here. just makes the hit. Chance for a cut here. Cue ball will be tracking up towards the 2 and 4. Worth having a go at, for sure. I do like this, what we're seeing here from Linda. Visualization, you'll notice a lot of the top players doing that these days, getting behind the line of the shot, lowering their body down so they can look right into the pocket through the ball. Just slightly overcuts it there. Did get the collision into the 2. It's left there. Is there a path through here? I think he's got the edge. Yeah, you can see he's got the edge there. He can make this. Catches it a bit thick though. There's a left of the line, 2, 2, 2. Once again, I think there's a line through. Christina Struble. Yes, I agree. No offense to Linda and Brian, but it feels weird rooting against Casey and Brandon. You're allowed to be biased, Christina. That's the nature of the game. You should be rooting for your guys, absolutely. It's a bit tight here, the pocket. Let's have a look from this angle. Just about makes it. Pull up in time. Oh yeah. So I think that 4-5 is going to be a combo in a minute. Just going to avoid the traffic here. Done well. Coming all the way around. Be a bit careful with this combo. You just want to make sure that that 4 stays right by the pocket. So try and get a nice thick contact on that 5. That's greatly done. Now the 6-8 is the next problem to consider. As you can see, they're pretty tight together. There is a way to make a combo out of this, but the cue ball would basically have to be on the left long rail by that second diamond up from the bottom left corner, so that you can cut the 8 in with the 6. Alternately, if you can aim to get the cue ball in that spot, you might get short side on it into the bottom right. We're just talking about this now. So I think you play the cue ball down the table. You can play with a little bit of left. And this. Try and get a direct line down towards the 6. Maybe break it open. There is a risk, of course, you finish under the 8. Okay, so he's just coming down the table. Doesn't want to go against the 9. So just have a look from there. Well, I think he's got an edge on the 6. Maybe you can hit it full. Could do the combo from that side is real tough. I'm wondering if there's a carom, perhaps. Or just a snooker. Yep, that's a good hit. Yeah, considering the position she was in, made a pretty good fist of that one. This is going to be a kick-up table. He's going to try and hit this as full as he can from the bottom rail. There's Oh no, he's coming cross table, trying to cut it in. Two rails. So a chance for a good safe here from Ryan. I mean, the corner pocket bank is on. Bank it into that bottom right corner. Cue ball will go up table and leave you on the 7. I think he might have played the bank. He's left a long thin cut in here. I think the ideal pace was hit a little harder than that, and also try and, if you are going to miss the bank, miss it on the thick side, not the thin side, so it will hit the long rail on the right and come out. But it's easy to be wise sitting here, isn't it? Ooh. So, Perez to make the most of that one. Linda has it. Chance here. I think you play forward, bit of top, a bit of right. Let the cue ball come round 3 rails to the middle of the table. Nice and smooth. Yeah, definitely play forward on this. We're having a conversation here. It's a draw for the show, follow for the dough. And that means that if you're really serious about winning, you play the follow shot. Makes it much, that's where the ball wants to naturally go. And she's digging down. You see, flukes it. Oh my gosh. I was just going to say, look what happened. It rattled, did not go in. And you'll see that a lot with the attempted draw shots. Got a chance here. Overcut it. He's left it super skinny. Let's look at the side camera. And you can see there. It's definitely credible. Oh wow, overcuts it. Didn't see that one coming. So now, just leave the cue ball somewhere near the middle of the table would be nice. Just avoid the scratch at all costs. Do not try anything where the cue ball's going near a pocket. That's a bit risky, but pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, pull out your hair ties. It's time to let your hair down and truly get funky.
Makes the 8, comes across, left a little bit of a 50-yard line shot for Linda. Big shot now. And there's a chance for Linda to make amends for the scratch in the last rack. Can she make this 9 to take the lead? Oh, the bridge comes out. I must confess myself, when I'm looking at these, I'm trying to find a marking on the ball that shows me my aiming point. It's something to focus on. That is there. That is there, folks. Real nice shot. Let's stick that one on. come forward and just say a huge thanks to Kamui Brand, who've come on board as one of our sponsors. In addition to Ariakon, of course, Ariakon, they're providing us with the Ariakon Atlas Q for the Masters Champion and Mothlike Masters. That's the final tournament at the end of the 8 stops of the Mothlike Nineball series. But Kamui are now signed up as a headline sponsor, and they've given us equipment and Kamui accessories. So there will be Kamui gift bags for all 12 qualifiers who don't make the cash bubble in the Masters. Everybody will get a real nice pack of goodies from Kamui. So thanks so much to them. Really appreciate it. So with the break here, it's Brian in rack 4. That's a dry break and no real look at the 1. So probably going to be a push out here, I would have thought. Hey Joe, good to see you in the chat. Been watching your live streams a lot lately. Keep it up, man. A chance here for Linda. It's going to be hard to hold for the 2. You just got to let the stroke out. Well, we'll go up table, be tracking up towards that 8. You could choose to put a looks like slightly hampered by the ball in the pocket there. I'm not sure, is that the 5 or the 6? Catches it thick, so yeah, thanks for streaming. We love watching all of that. Draw shot across to leave the 2 in the same pocket. Oh no, he's just following forward, but maybe kiss into the 2. That worked out pretty good. And 3 is the one over by the corner pocket, so a couple of ways to play at this. You could play with a little left and bottom, coming at a better line. Oh, that flick off the 4, is it a favourable flick? It surely is. That's real nice. You just got to try and avoid the traffic getting out of this corner. So once again, I think a bit of bottom and right. No, bottom and left, isn't it? Oh, it's right. Yeah. That's the shot. Cut through the gap nicely. Side pocket. Nice. Bit of a cut. Oh, puts it on the top drawer, but gets a jelly roll and gets a snooker behind the 9. The cross side kick might not be so straightforward. 7 is the big ball here. I think there is a line. Let's just have a look at the side rail angle. So we know that the line from the center, from that corner pocket, hits the second diamond and goes in the middle. So he's at one diamond down, so it's a half diamond across. So I think it is available actually, but he's going up and down. Fairly big target to hit. Making it is another story. Yeah, it's a good hit, but what has he left? That's the question. I just remembered I've got the opportunity to draw on the screen. I could have shown the line there. Oh well. Let's use that again next time. Looking at the bank, I think, yeah, that's what Linda's doing here. And just weigh up the possibility of making that 6 all the way up in there. Okay, so he's left the cue ball pretty much on the rail. This is one of those now, just stroke it in, you'll automatically be on that 7. Dogs it and has left it. So this is a great chance for the home team to get themselves 2 clear. Just got to make sure you get up above that 9 ball. Now, don't try anything heroic here in terms of shape. It's fairly flat once again, this. So once again, because Linda did follow the 8 ball in earlier on. So just you could play off the long rail, try and leave the 8 in the same pocket. That's okay. Just drop this in. Here will travel up towards the centre of the table. Yeah, I've got a baby, that's the only issue. I'd be tempted to play this with a little bit of left. The simple reason, the line from the cue ball then is basically going to be coming off the 8 and going more over here, as opposed to going straight up the table. He seems to be playing centre. He's lost the cue ball a little bit. So you played it with centre there. If you played it with right, you could have got the keyboard to take more of a line. More of a line like that. Then going straight up. But hey, it's all about this 8 ball, this 9 ball. And it's a great shot from Linda. And that cue ball is safe. So let's stick that on the board. That's 3-1. Yes, that was a real nice shot. Autumn Moody in the chat says, good luck to everyone, but I have to root for my co-captain, Brandon and KC. That's Autumn Moody saying hi. Welcome to the chat, Autumn.
Brandon, Nelly loves your LGBTQ.
Want me to break?
Yeah.
So Brian's going to break the balls here. Rack number 5. Home team, love and luck. Now 2 clear at 3-1. Yeah, there you go. Casey.
We're good.
So let's see if you can get this cut break going. And that one ball just went slightly above the pocket, so that would indicate that it was a little bit too thick, the content there. If it comes below the pocket, the one ball, so basically what you saw there was the one tracked like that. Yep, that means it's a little bit thick. Had the one ball rather tracked lower, so just somewhere like this, then that's too thin. So basically you have to titrate your contact. That's a beautiful cut shot there. Brandon, real nice. Yeah, so you just adjust thick or thin. You're going to play with a little bit of bottom, draw, and side spin. Rhonda Lambert says, way to go, Linda and Brian. Thanks, Rhonda. Welcome to the chat. Casey looking at this. 2 ball. He's going to try and bank it away and leave the cue ball down here. Yeah. Has he got the cover there? It looks as though there's a gap through. Let's try the side view. Yeah, this is the better view, I think. Yeah, I think you can just about get past that 4. I'm not sure if you can hit it on the right-hand side, though. Potential carom, if you wanted, you could play the cue ball, try and come up off the 2 and flick the 7 in the side. Well, it was worth a try, but that 2's dressed up, unfortunately, so this is a easy opener for LGBTQ. I've been reliably informed that says means let's go Brandon. Here he is at the table, so let's go. Coming down, it's a thin cut here on this 4. Just have to watch the scratch in the right side pocket. Just try and come across, maybe put a little hair of left on this. Overcut it. So here, I think if the 4's not in the way, there's a chance to play the cocked hat shot. And what is that, you may say? Well, basically it's the 4 looks as though it's possibly in the way for that. Maybe try and cut it in. Yeah, did try it, caught it too thick. So chance for the side pocket. 7 does make that pocket a little bigger. If you play it with a bit of pace, there's a chance it would flick off the 7 if you made contact. Oh, it goes all the way up table. Played it at the perfect speed. Allowed the pocket to be more welcoming there. It was well played. And now, great chance if you can stroke this forward and come out to the middle of the table. Does well. Perfect on the 5. You might just use the long rail here just to control the speed of the cue ball. Now, this is the tough shot because let me just look at this from this side. You see the 8 plays pretty big here. So you've got to try and find a way to basically leave the cue ball somewhere around here. great shot, and he's coming round. Looking good here now, guys. Get on this 8. You would expect them to close the deficit. It's okay. Just a little bit of a cut, so the cue ball's going to be drifting. It's going to be a bit positive, I think. Play across, try and get the cue ball somewhere around here. Yeah, and that's pretty darn good. So this is going to be 3-2. That's a real nice out from the guys. Let's give them props for that out. Well played. Real good out there. Once again, thanks for tuning in, folks. This is Mothlike TV. I'm your host, Mike Holt. And here we are at Beehive Billiards, enjoying some wonderful 9-ball action. The guys are racking those balls. Ready. Breaking this KC. And I'll just pause the ad right there because I think we're ready to go. What I would say is, interested in anything to do with us, just check out the new Mothlike.com website. I've been trying to put a bit of work in there to explain about everything that we've got going on. In particular, the Mothlike 9-ball series, which is the series of 8 stops between March and October. Got the 9-ball moving nicely there, but comes up dry. Yeah, virtually all the balls in the top half of the table, so that was a great break. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, there were 8 stops, of which we've had 2 already. The third one is the last Saturday in each month. And every match 1 and rack 1 counts towards the leaderboard. And then the top 16 players, after stop 8 finishes in September, they're all invited to the Mothlike Masters, which I've got $2,000 added cash for. And hopefully that'll attract a few people. Yeah, there's also an Ariak on Atlas playing queue for the winner, and Kamui goodie bags for all those who failed to cash. So definitely check it out if you're interested in the 9-ball tournament scene. I know that Joe's played in that, Jesse's played in it, and 2 guys out of the chat. And we've got Brian joining us, stop 3. Linda unfortunately has a prior engagement. Okay, so I'm going to try and use the 5 as a stop maybe. And I think you just roll this in and leave yourself short side on the 4. You do want a little bit of an angle anyway to get back up table for the 5. Just roll it in. It's actually gone past the pocket line, but that's not bad. This is a pretty good angle now to get up table. Yeah, just below center striking, and you can just get the cue ball to just go straight up the table. Just straight up here. Thanks, Joe. We're looking forward to seeing you there. That's a great shot from Linda. Now, Brian's got to negotiate the traffic here. Slightly off angle, so the cue ball's going away to the left, you would think. Let's have another look from here. Yeah. It's going to be hard to stay below the 8. You have to play to the right of the 8, so he's just looking, basically trying to get the cue ball somewhere over here. Yeah, worst case scenario, just leave it on the rail, but do leave the gap between the 8 and the 9. He may end up on the rail, but that's okay. Now, it's a bit of a tough one to go for the cut here. look at it though. Yeah, what I'm thinking is the shot maybe to just push the 3 around like this and get the cue ball to just be somewhere up that top part of the table. That is a beautiful shot. What do I know? Don't listen to me. That was a cracker. Okay, so now big shot here for Brian. If you can make this, you expect it to be a pretty good shot of that ball on the 8 afterwards. That's it then, and this is going to dress up. Yeah, we'll try to play it with bottom. I think makes it a bit harder. It's coming around. So chance now to level things up. Get on the 9 ball of this. See if he plays with a 9 in the side. I think you can play this with confidence, come down 3 rails and get the cue ball pretty much where it is right now. Yeah, so he's left it a bit tough there. Now this is by no means easy. Looking at the cut, this bottom right corner. Not easy. And chance passes. Linda has this 9 to restore the 2-frame lead. Yeah, on these cutbacks, blind pockets, aiming is paramount importance. It's so easy to misjudge the cut angle. So what she's doing here is the way to do it, in my opinion. Really sear that contact point on the 9 ball into your brain. Don't take your eyes off it as you walk around, and just stroke it nicely. That is a beautiful 9 ball. So that restores the lead. There was very much a chance there for Brandon and KC, but slipped away. Okay, so let me get my match ad back on. And what I'm going to do is just fast forward a little bit through the early part of this. Yeah, here it is. So basically this is standings after 2 stops. Match and rack wins are what's important. And huge thanks to our sponsors, Ariakon. If you use the code Mothlike, you get 10% off all Ariakon products. And also Kamui brand, thank you so much for your support. Let us help us grow this tournament. Also want to say a huge thanks to Lewis Abarca, BQ ambassador, and Bernardine Diaz from Big Money Billiards. You guys have both been a great help as well. Your support is much appreciated. Brian with the break, rack 7. Nice break, real nice. Is there a look at this 3 ball? I think there is, you know. I think it might be frozen to the rail. Let's have a quick look from here. Take that graphics off. Yeah, I think you can play this with a little bit of right cushion first, flick it in. Could have used the bridge to do it, but I think that's still okay. Basically aiming to miss the 3 with the ton of right hand side. And then I think the cue ball, every chance Afterwards it can come inside and come up like this. I would just play the safe. So, fair enough. If you're not happy with it, don't take the risk on. I think there might be another snooker coming up here. You just do a little thin snick on the 3 here. Push the 3 slightly up there. And then get the cue ball to come over here. Not in an arc like that, of course, in a straight line. Okay, I was just trying to use the 7 as the blocker. I think, I need to turn my notifications off. I've got some bleeps and bops happening. Stop above the side pocket. Yep. Oh no, maybe it's come down far enough. Let's have a little look. On the side, yeah, it's cuttable. Definitely does go. Catches it too thick though. And this is going to dress up.
That's our only bad spot. So it's close to the rail right there, or on the rail.
Take this fireplace out.
Yeah, well, we're renting, but if we owned, we probably would. And tear this out, relocate that somewhere.
Well, the little
Then we slide the table this way.
the pantry.
Because the pantry, if
Yeah.
we go this way, the pantry gets in the way.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good safety spot. Leave the cue ball in the jaws of that pocket, and then they can't cue at it. Okay, here we go. It's not going to come down and collide, or just pull up short. Oh, it's just rolled too far. Bit tricky here. Chance for safe.
This one,
I do have a ball marker if you want to take it out, Brian.
I'm okay, thank you though.
No. Okay, nice safe. Another attempted save coming up, I think. He just left a little edge of it though. Yeah, as you can see there, you can definitely hit the thin edge of that 4. Whether you want to try cutting it in, it's mighty fine to cut in, but and you could probably cut it just over here, and then the cue ball would go up towards the 8, so you could just leave it safe that way. Maybe Linda can make it in the corner. Looks like it. From this angle, it looks as though the 7 might be blocking that much, but Linda's got the better view. on this. And it ended up being just a bit. And this is going to dress up. A little flick on the 9, put it over the pocket. But when you fancy a shot, you should definitely have a go. Okay, so a chance here for the guys to pull one back. Tricky thing here is going to be 6 to the 7. But I do believe the 6 will go past the 9 into the bottom left here. Ooh, wobbled it, and in the 7 rather. As you can see, the 7 does go easily. And I think he comes twice across the table here. He's going to try and draw between the 9 and the rail. Let's see what he does. Okay, lots of running spin on, but not enough. So it's got to be a bank if you want to continue the offense here. And I think the bank is a little bit of a cut. Well, it's not far off dead straight. I think you just got to play the 7 to slightly to the right of that diamond. Yeah, you see? He needs to just put it slightly to the right of the diamond. Just squared up on him a little bit. So chance for Brian now. Got to play a little nippy type draw shot. Just a soft draw to get this cue ball to come back. About 10-12 inches would be good. He's still going to let the stroke through the cue ball though. Get through that ball. Played it nicely. Real nice. Now just a little soft draw from Linda. Just making the 8, drawing out to leave a straightish 9 for Brian. And that's beautiful. These are the sorts of 9s that you like. Just for a 3-0, 3-frame, 3-rack lead. There it goes. That is now 5 to 2.
Don't look at me like that.
I was gonna hit low. I'm like,
Yes, most excellent. Real good. So let me see what else I can bring up whilst we're doing this. I think Linda's going to have a go at breaking. Okay, we're ready to roll. I think it's Brian with a break here. Rack 8. 3 backs up. They seem to be a little bit tight, that pack. Didn't split very much. Went for the rail first cut. Gives up ball in hand. So you've got to find a path through for it too. Not easy with all those balls guarding access to it.
there's a space kind of like somewhere around here where you've got that gap. Alternately, you try and come all the way down table and try and aim to get somewhere around here. Well, this looks pretty good though. Well, it leaves a shot for Brian. Not an offensive one, but I think you can play a good safety here. Just make sure that 2 gets up to the middle of the table, at least. Oh wow, this is a real good one. Yeah, nice save from Brian. There may just be enough of the rail for Casey to kick at this. Good hit, real good hit. Yeah, got nice separation there. And there's a chance here to drop this in. I don't know if you can avoid the 8. Though. If you could avoid the 8, it might be good. Just that line coming down here. Yeah. Yeah, you were into the 8 all the time, I think. Now, big wall of balls, huge target for the safe here. I think you just try and get the cue ball around here. That's what I'll be doing. And he's got it. This is a jump shot. Short sticks coming out for Brian. Well, it was a good hit, but cue ball was in the air when it hit the 2, so yeah, I think it hit the table slate, then bounced, and basically landed on the top of the 2 towards the right hand side and just flew off the table. So a chance here. Now, it's not a great table to run out from, so I think he's probably right to play for the 3 fouls here. Just going to try and push up to the 7. And I'm not sure, I'd be tempted to get the cue ball way up table behind that line up wall of balls. It's just such a huge target. Whereas if you run past, like he has done here, you've got nothing. So I think the shot to play there, if you don't mind me saying, was to just snick thin off 2 and get the cue ball to come down here. The 2 ball would have been snookered behind a whole big bunch of balls. But hey, it's very easy to be wise when you're sitting here watching it all on screens. You're not out there playing. Went for the cut there and sold it out. Well, nice easy opener, but it's not straightforward to get on this 3. Leave a bank pretty easily. I think that's what he's done. Yeah, I think you go for the bank here and you're guaranteed to have a shot at the 4. I'm not sure if it passes the 7. I think it does though. So you could draw back a little, leave yourself a straight 4 in the top. The 3 goes in, you carry on your run. Once again, his back comes up a bit short. So he's not quite got the angle on the table just yet. Both his attempted side pocket banks have come up short. He needs to cut him a little bit more, so they're a bit too full. So still a very congested table here. See that little cluster of balls there. Making it very tricky. Where's that going? Looking all the way. It's the Flukeroonie. Fluky. Now, does this 4 pass? I think it's the 4-9 combo, isn't it? I think it is. It looks pretty close. It looks to be pointed slightly above. Hang on a moment. I don't like that. I've just got someone spamming my chat. Some robot. Yeah, there it is. There it is. 6-2. Let's get that one on. And whilst we're waiting for him to rack the balls, I'm just going to bring up the poster. Let me just see now. Transform. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so here it is. This is the Mothlike Nineball series, the last Saturday of every month. And the change I mentioned to you earlier, this is the change we're going to be implementing moving forward, right? Flukeroonie. I'll be using that one. Oh, hang on a minute. Linda's ready to break. Let me get rid of this off the screen. There we go. Oh, it's a scratch. The dreaded scratch break. I think that's the last break Linda's getting today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Ryan's going to do all the other breaking.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty good split of the balls, but they all seem to have gone towards the rails. 6 of the 9 balls on the rail here almost. So a bit of drawing right. And what's happened here? This is a snooker, I think. Is there a gap? Is there a gap? Well, as the late great JV used to say, there's always a gap. Those of you who watch snooker will know what I'm talking about. He was the one who coined the phrase, "Where's the cue ball going?" Yeah, the late great John Virgo passed earlier this year. Probably one of the most famous voices in the world of snooker. But that catchphrase spread all across the world and is used in the pool world for sure. I've heard Collins Newey from the post-up stream using that a lot. I think he may have been trying a carom there, but gets the stroke, the in-off, as we call it, in the world of billiards, English billiards. In-off is a scoring stroke or a scratch. So, KC now, good shape on this 2 ball, easily enough. I must confess, being a little colourblind, I'm struggling with the 3 and the 7 with this set of balls. Okay, I can see it on this angle. Yeah, the 3 is the one near the side pocket, so 7's down there over the corner. I also find the 6 and the 5 a little bit close. You might be puzzled by that purple and the green. But I think the purple's the one in the middle of the table, isn't it? And the 6 is the one on the rail. So yeah, just come across for the 3 the side. Oh, but he was drawing to get below it. So right now the LGBTQ boys a little bit out of sorts. Match is not going the way they would have hoped early on. There's been a couple of chances that have been very close. This game could easily be tied up right now. But, I think there was a crucial one at 2-3 when it could have been, probably should have been 3-all, and it ended by 4-2. The point for the cut here. Really smoothed this one in. Look at that. That's a cracker. That is a cracker. Let's just give this little side view. Here we go, that's better. Looking good now. It's all about the the 6. What do you do with the 6? Because obviously it won't go past that 7. You could do a 6-7 combo. I don't really like that. This looks a bit flat though. Okay, nicely done there. Engineers the angle to now trying to play from this angle below the 6. So you're just playing off the rail. Maybe play this with a bit of right. You could even try and come into that 6 ball. Right spin. No, it's coming in the middle of the table. So now the offensive option is the combo. I think you've got to go for it now. And let's watch from there. Let's watch from here. This will tell us straight away if it's going in. Not much of a margin of error. Oh, and it holds over the hole. I think a tiny bit more pace it might have dropped. It wasn't perfectly 100% accurate, and that's why the 7's hung up. So desperate. You've got to say, Brandon and Casey really need to take the most of this chance now. If they fail here, they're really going to be feeling down about the game. So it's crucial for their confidence more than anything that they manage to get another one on the board pretty soon. And chances like this, you've got to take them. Didn't really want that in. But having said that, this is eminently makeable. Probably just come across with a 9 in the same corner. And that's a great shot. Box there, played it well. I mean, there was a risk of a scratch in the side, but trusted his stroke. Just taking the magic rack off the table. A big shot here. Oh, he miscues it. Oh dear, oh dear. What a time to miscue. So Brian with a chance to steal. And this would hurt, it's got to be said. No. Okay, so redemption opportunity for LGBTQ. Brandon coming to the table with a long 9. Oh, he flukes it. He flukes it. That's another flukeroonie, folks. Another flukeroonie. Only this time, Brandon and Casey are the beneficiaries. Wow. Well, that could have been a pivotal game there. You know, there was a chance for 7-2. You've got to be, they've got to be glad to get it on the board by hook or by crook, Brandon and KC. Yeah. Well. So I'm just going to return to my poster and talk a little bit about that. So yes, here it is once again. So the change that I've initiated, because we were saying it was $100 in if you signed up 2 weeks early, and 125 if you were late. But now, because all 32 players signed up 2 weeks early, just off 3, so everybody learned, they got the message. Now the first 22 sign-ups will get the $25 discount. So sign up early still. If you're one of the first 22, you'll get it for 100. But then the last 10 to sign up all pay 125. You might say, why is he doing that? Well, you see the Mothlike Masters there, the Invitational. I'm adding 2K. $2,000 is added to that. The series top 16 will qualify. And of course, I've got to get that 2K from somewhere. So that's where it comes from. All those $25, add them all together. And that's how come I can add $2,000 to the end. So makes the cup break, makes the 1 in the side. And what kind of a look at the 2? He's got a great look at the 2. Yeah, this is a nice opener here.
and a chance to get a little bit of momentum for the LGBTQ team. Little draw shot perhaps on this too. Try and get the cue ball out towards the middle of the table a little. Going to have a chance maybe in the same side pocket for that 3. Where he's going forward. So is he going to use the bottom rail? Or he's just dropping it in? Okay, so what do you do with this? I think you go in the top left here. Yeah, I think so. He's drawing the cue ball over towards the 4. Makes it, but that kiss on the 8 wasn't good. So it's a bank for KC if he wants to continue the run. Let's throw up the side angle. So yeah, I think you've got to cut this pretty much towards his aim point. It's almost got to be the diamond and hit it pretty hard. And the last couple of attempts, he's made it. Yeah, real nice. And he's come around perfectly for the 5. So a chance here now. A real good chance. Got a little low on the 6, so it's a bit of a skinny one. Can make it, come up and down. Where's the cue ball going to finish? It's looking pretty good, you know. Yeah, that's not bad. So making short work of the rack here. And just this 8 to come around for the 9, and they'll close the gap to 2. A moment ago it could have been 5. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So this is yeah, break and run there, really well played. Excellent. Yeah, round of applause for the guys. That's the first break and run of the day. Was it?
6-4.
It was a break and run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was a real nice run out there by the guys. So you're back to my little poster. Finished talking about this. We're also running a break and run pot, folks. And we're selling tickets, as you can see the price there. It's going to start out at $50 a ball. So a lot to play for. Yeah, the only stipulation we say, you've got to make a ball on the break, and you've got to make a ball next shot. If you go for a ball and miss, however, anything you've accrued is lost. So misses mean you get nothing. So if you pop 1 and then run 9 balls and miss the 10, you get 0. But if you, let's say, get 3 off the break and then make a ball on the next visit, that's 4 balls. You can just say, okay, I'll take the 200, and you get paid. So here we go. Can he make the cut break again? Well, not the 1, but he's got a couple of balls in for sure. And the 1, he's got a nice look at it. Now, it won't go clean in, but I think if you could play it into the rail just before, you can tiki it in. Like almost in off the 5 ball. Yeah, that was just a little bit too much into the pocket, so blocked it off. So a nice chance for who's coming forward. Brian's coming forward. He's going to take this one on. So you've got to just avoid the traffic to get a sight of this too. If you want to get close to it, you might be trying to play between the 3 and the rail, or you could just go for that gap between the 7 and the 6. Yeah, I think that's kind of the easiest way to play it, is you just play through.
All these cues there, he just fell out. He kicked it
This way. Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? Like this way. Let's see. playing with a lot of left, so he's going for the gap between the three. He's going to collide. Well, that's not bad, you know. That looks pretty good. Almost straight in, I think, for Linda. Just slightly hampered queuing. As you can see, just bridging over that three. Just roll it in now. Looks to be hitting the side rail. Yeah, a little bit off target, I'm afraid. What happened there? Well, I think the 30, the what is it? The 5-second rule, the 10-second rule. And a nice 3-ball there, so chance here. Linda can make this 4 and get out across the table. All you got to do is make it. Nothing with the cue ball, just plain ball. And a friendly little graze off the 9. Keeps good shape on the 5 now. This is the last challenge, is to get good shape on the 7. Let's look at it from here. I've got a little bit of an angle. I'd be tempted just to leave that 7 in the top corner. See what he does. Just overrun it a little. Yeah, it's no gimme now. I think Linda just has to roll this in. I wouldn't be playing too much ambitious position. Rattled and it's come down. It's a bit awkward. Where's the cue ball going? Oh! Oh! Unbelievable! It's unbelievable, folks. This mayhem here in Beehive Billiards. Unbelievable shot that was. And what a nice out. It's got to be said, that was a real nice out by Brian and Linda to get themselves 3 in the lead once again. Oof, I'm just going to stand up and take a little breather.
You got the same
16
thing?
on this, so this is my bad knee.
Yeah.
And then just yesterday, this knee was hurting. I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, I've never had a problem with this my whole life. This one since I was 16.
Getting old ain't for sissies, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
You go to sleep feeling fine, you wake up in the morning, get out of bed, you're like, oh. Okay, that's a nice break off.
Yeah, it'll be a little cold.
A little cold, yeah. Just a little. It's probably because I've just sat still.
Yeah, it's 'cause you're sitting, yeah.
So attempted safety from Linda. How's it going to work out? Well, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll grab a little piece of chocolate I can see on the counter here.
Just a black coffee. Yeah. I'm going to actually mix it with a protein shake. I'm just going to get the cup out.
Those are just the espresso ones. Babe,
No, this one's a regular.
it's your shot. It's your shot right now. Yeah, let's do it between racks. Between racks. Yeah, we gotta get water in there.
I love it. We've got rugby, yeah. Perfect.
We can do the middle one. The middle one's not cold water.
What happened to KC?
Trying to get that 3-9 perfect on.
I took my eye off the ball because it felt like it was right in the pocket.
I've done that. I've done that.
These guys are funny on this team. Joe Hampton's like, oh, I thought that was Brandon's pink nails for us. Funny. Yeah.
1-2, 1-2. So I'm back here, just had to pop out for a quick cup of coffee. So a chance. It's a little bit skinny in the side. Might want to take it in the bottom corner. And this is going to dress up, I think. Yes, so a chance. Is that 3? It is the 3 right in front of the 9. Just looking at the layout of the table, I've stepped away. So it's definitely a chance here. Oh, but he's going to come down. Not behind the 4, surely, surely. Oh my gosh, he's snookered him on the 3. Because that 3-9 was a gimme. Look at it. You've got to hit this. Because if you don't, you're giving up ball in hand. That's like giving the rack away. So he's got to move it even if he doesn't hit it. So let's see. Yeah, he's coming this way round. Oh, coming back, coming back, coming back. And a rail. Oh! And he moved it off the 9, which is important. I think they were due a bit of luck, it's got to be said. Okay, so I think you want to go for this. Something tells me you go for the cut here. You're guaranteed good shape on the 4. It's a nice stroke. Cue ball's running on a little. It's going to be slightly hampered by the 8 ball. Yeah, we'll definitely take it. That was they were due a bit of luck, as I said, Christina. But now, oh, he can get his hand on the table. That's good. Stop shot would work. Now, what kind of an angle is this? Is it? It's hard to see from here. Let's look at this angle. That doesn't really show you either. Yeah, it's hard to tell. You just got to try and drop it in. If you could push forward and find the long rail. Oh no, it's a disaster. It was a little bit straight, trying to put it in the side of the pocket, and that scratch could well signal disaster for this rack for Love and Luck, and a chance for LGBTQ to draw one closer. It's all about good shape on the 8. And this is coming up pretty good. Yeah, he's done well for Brandon there. And now Brandon will probably play this with bottom and right, come round 2 rails. Or he could just come off the 1 rail. Yeah, he's just coming off the 1, taking no chances. And so this 9 ball for 7-5. Oh, he's dogged it. Well, on the positive side, he didn't do any real damage, but there's a chance. What do? Do you go for the corner pocket bank here? Or? I'll be honest with you, I'd just be trying to put that 9 on the bottom cushion and get the cue ball on the top rail myself, but there's a chance. If you go for the bank, and then make sure if you do miss, you miss on the top side, and the chance of the 9 finishing here. He's gone for it though, yeah. And precisely as I said, he missed it on the top side. That was the way to play the shot, so that he had a good chance at the dropping.
But if it didn't drop, it was always going to be pretty safe. So that's a good effort. Now then, what's Brandon doing here? Going for the long bank. He's trying to get it in the pocket by his hand, I think. Yeah, great shot. Real great shot. Props for that. That was a wonderful, wonderful shot. Okay.
Well, I was trying to go for it. I was trying to hit the speed
Okay. I'll have to practice that. I'm not too familiar with that stroke, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Nice back there, Brandon. Yeah, needed that one. Okay, we're ready. So back to 2 racks difference. 7-5, the home team lead. And it's going to be, I think, KC with the break here for LGBTQ. And I see that we've got about 20 viewers here on Facebook, so thank you very much for tuning in, on YouTube, I should say. If you're new to the stream, please do like and subscribe. That makes an enormous difference to me in my efforts to grow this channel. And the algorithm, though it's a scratch break, the algorithm responds really well. Now, I've just seen another spammy thing in my chat, so just let me get rid of that. Overnight periphery. Just got to block that person. Yeah, it's all AI, that sort of stuff. Block that user. Okay, good. Yeah, so definitely subscribe and you'll be notified next time I go live. And the next big thing is going to be the Mothlike Nineball Series Stop 3, but then we do stream every week the BCA 10-Ball League. That's myself, Jesse, and Bruce Edgar, Jesse Stern, my teammates in the BCA 10-Ball League. But you get to see us playing all the other teams. I stream every week. And we have a 2-table setup there, so you get to see both matches playing simultaneously. Nice stroke from Linda there. Great line, great length. Giving Brian a good chance here to get nice on the 3 now. You want to leave a bit of a cut angle on that 3 to get up table. You run into the 9. That's not made life much easier for Linda. Now, the route to the 4 is tough as hell from here. Really needed to leave a shot where Linda could have been playing the cue ball off the 3 to come up like that. It's not on now, so you've got to go forward here, try and find a gap. And is there a gap? There's always a gap. Indeed. So it's a thin cut here. But I think...
There's 2 inches to the right.
I would prefer it in the corner more.
I thought she was trying on the purple part.
Yeah, nice shot. It's going to bump this 5 though. Well, I think it's still available in the top right or the bottom left as you look there. I think there's enough of it to cut it in. It's just a bit of a stretch for Linda. Well, overcut it. Got the 9-ball moving. This is going to be an opener for the guys with a 6 over the side. This is a great chance to get out here. Cue ball's naturally going to be coming up that right-hand side of the table. Just avoid the 7, whatever you do. I'll put a lot of English on and found a gap that I'm not sure he actually played for between that 8 and the rail, but it will do. They'll definitely take it. And we should just play this in and just come off this long rail slightly. You'll have the 7 in the bottom left. Yeah, that's where he's looking, somewhere here. Or you could play out to the center. Play it out to the center. I like that shot. And having played it at that pace, he's got the perfect line to get on the 8. So a chance of close to 1 now. Probably use the long rail here with a little bit of left. Oh, is he going forward? Yeah, he dropped his tip at the last minute. Now he seemed to be addressing the cue ball higher up. It's a bit skinny. Overcuts it, but gets it safe. So we saw a long bank in the last game. Are we going to see one here, or is this going to be a safety? I think if you are going to go for the bank, the way to play it is to play it up here.
We're confused.
Remember, I almost made
Oh, yeah,
mine.
yeah.
So that would be my preference if I was going to go for the make. But I think what I would be doing, I'd be just trying to cut this 9 like that. And then the cue ball will probably come over here. So I'll be looking for that kind of separation. But I'd be focused entirely on getting the 9 to the middle diamond of that long rail on the left. That's what I would be doing if it was me at the table right now. But let's see. Well, he played the corner pocket bank, folks. Hit it too full. Need to cut it a bit more, so a chance here for KC to put this one away. Overcuts it. It's another up and down shot, so now what do you do? Well, the cut is too skinny, too dangerous, I think. I don't really like this bank either. Once again, I think I'm looking at a safety. I think I'm trying to bank the 9 once again to the middle diamond on that rail. And the cue ball, just let it go where it wants to go, but it will probably be coming over here for the cue ball. So they're having a little bit of a discussion. So once again, I'll show you. Let's do it with the yellow line. So the 9 ball here and the cue ball over here. She seems to have a lot of right English on this. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. It ended up hitting it a bit full, so Brenda's going for this in the top corner all day. They're quite forgiving if you get this one anywhere close, any sort of like inside on a little bit closer to the pocket than that line, but you get my drift. That's too thin though. If you overcut it. Hello, Mr. Padre. Yeah, that was exactly what we were talking about. Now then, I think you've got to go for this. You've got to go for this. Big shot, get themselves back 3 in the lead. And there's been that little back and forth on the 9 as well.
Nice.
Where's the cue ball? Oh, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. And that is a great ball. Another great stroke from Brian there. That's excellent. Okay, let's play the ad one more time. So yeah, we're encouraging you all to check out Mothlike.com. You see all these challenge matches, tournaments, everything else that we're doing. It's all there on Mothlike.com. Thanks to our sponsors, Ariakon and Kamui. Here we go. Back 14, Brian with the break. Coming up dry and leaving a real nice look at the one for... Who's taking Bev's spot? Okay, so that is James Cabal. I'm not sure who you are, Mr. Padre, but I'm sure you know who James Cabal is. Yeah, James, of course, was the winner of Stop 1 and 7-14 Fargo, something of that nature, one of the top players in the tournament. He beat Alex Durr in the final. Alex, of course, our Masters champion from the season 1. So if you want to go to digitalpool.com, or if you've got the app, Digital Pool app, you can find us. Just search for Mothlike and you'll see the full lineup there. And the snooker, but not quite hard enough. I'll see if I can get the bracket up for you over the player list in a minute or two. In the interim, let's focus on the game here. We're just messing around with Digital Pool there. After that question from Mr. Padre. Okay, so look at the three here. I think it will go up the rail. It seems to be frozen. Let's change our view. If you can just get it past that middle pocket bump, there's a chance it could go all the way down. Oh, but Linda settles for the snooker, and that is a lock-up safety. Well played. Real nice. Good kick from KC, but it's going to leave a chance for Brian. I think the 4 is blocking the side rail, though. Side pocket, I should say. Yeah, you can see there it is. Let's just take all my graphics off. You can see a bit better. And that's just gonna finish okay, I think. Is there a gap? No, he's kicking at this. No gap. No rail, I'm afraid. So ball in hand. Mr. Padre is also known as Alex Collins. Okay, looking forward to trying one of your tours one day. I feel up to it. Ha ha ha. Well, Alex, as you may be aware, the Mothlike Nineball series is Fargo rate handicapped. And we do the hot race handicap. So whilst the higher skill player is slightly favourite, they are still slightly favourite. That's the nature of the game. They should be slightly favourite. They're the higher skill player, right? But you'll find that the odds are closest with the hot race. And no matter what your skill level, you should be able to have a fair game and have a good chance playing anybody. And if you've got the Fargo rate app on your phone, 446, wow. Well, I'll tell you what, with the 446 Fargo, you would do pretty good. Just let me look you, let me just see if I can look you up on the Fargo rate app. I'm assuming you're listed as Alex Collins. Let's have a little look. Okay, yeah, 446 Lemon Grove, got you. Add to race, and then I'm going to put, let's put James Cabani, because he's one of the top ranked players. And, okay, add him to the race. Find the race charts. Okay, here we go. So if you were to play him, nice cut from Brian. Let's hold him for a cut. Are you ready for this? The race, the hot race, is 3-9. Now, you wouldn't be racing to 3 because we have a rule that stipulates the lower skilled player always has to race to at least 4. So you'd race to 4 and you'd race to 9. 4-9 race. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. We're just debating whether, because we're adding 1 to your race, we might add 1 to his. So maybe even a 4-10 race. What about that? But yeah, the very worst would be 4-9. And if instead of him, let's say you were playing me, I'm a 5-6-6. Yeah, but you'd be playing maybe 4-8. Yeah, a 4-8 race against me. So yeah, you'd have a pretty good chance there, Alex. You know Linda and Brian, yeah. Well, you want to... Where's the cue ball going? Oh no, the dreaded enough. So a chance here to go 4 in the lead once again if Brian can get good shape on this 9. And it might be a simple shot on the 8, but you've got to get good on the 9. So let's see how he plays that. Will he be crossing the line? Will he be coming into the line? Let's see how he plays it. So he did cross the line a little bit. And you might think, well, what's he talking about with crossing the line? Well, this is the line of the shot, right? Linda makes it, so it is back to 4 in the lead. And that was quite a seismic shift there. It could have been a lot closer. And now they've gone back to 9 and 1 more to get to double figures. So yeah, what was I going to do? I was going to just show you the lineup, wasn't I? So here it is. Let's transition this screen over. So this is the bracket, or not the bracket, I should say. This is the list of players. So let me just bring it down a little bit here. We can see Anton, Armando Navarro, both father and son. That's junior and the third. Brian Wroolie, Brock Hammaker, David Peterson, Darian McGriff, Doug Bird coming down from LA, Efren Ray Rodriguez, James Cabal, Jesse Sturm, Joe Hampton, Jonathan Albay, Josh Winkelman, Kaido Okamura, Louis Ulrich, and then we've got Maynardo Cruz in for the first time. That's yours truly. Then we've got Mike Samiano, Nick Caccioni, and Phil Carranza, Rafi Salvador, Randall Tickner, Raymond Moreira, Renz Palalai, and Reynold Alfaro, Rogin Figuero, and then we've got Ryan, Scott, Sean, Tad, and Vladdy. So that's it for the thing, and now we're going to get the next rack underway. So I think it's Brian with the break here. This is rack 15. Brian to break, chance to get to double figures. In these long races, that's what you're trying to do. Can I get to 10 first? Then can I get to 11? Can I get on the hill? Just trying to take it one rack at a time. They've played good here. Linda's played great. And Brian's been doing a solid job. Coming up dry here, though. There is a look at the one, but nothing really easy to go for. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, please don't hesitate to smash that like button. Share it with your billiard-loving friends. And do consider subscribing to the channel. That really helps me with the growth of the channel. It also pushes the content out to more people who might be interested. I'm assuming that you're watching on YouTube, but of course you could be watching on Facebook or even on Twitch. Let me just check. I've got some updates. Okay, yeah, so the majority, I think 3/4 are watching on YouTube, but there are four or so watching on Facebook. So thanks very much for that. Do give us a like on Facebook, that also helps. And you know, another thing that really helps as well is interaction. So if you pop a little comment in the chat, like Mr. Padre has been doing, or Christine has been doing, it really makes a huge difference. It's about engagement at the end of the day, and I'm trying to bring you content the highest quality that I possibly can. And if you're enjoying that, a little bit of feedback would go a whole long way. Obviously we do this because we love it, because we're pool enthusiasts and pool lovers. And I'd probably do it if there was nobody watching, but it makes a huge difference if you get a little bit of positive feedback. So please don't be shy. So I think Linda may have been trying a snooker there, but that's gone pretty safe. Certainly no attacking options for Brandon, but he's got to be careful playing safe as well, because if you play this one into the rail and off onto the 7, it could end up staying over the hole. Yeah, like that. It was always going to stay close by the hole with that 7. So a chance here. Thin cut. I'd be playing this with a little bit of left spin myself to try and get inside the 3. So you'd have good shape on that 2 in the same pocket. Okay, without the spin, he's now going to snooker Linda behind the 3. Did need the left spin there to avoid that. So I think it's a rail first kick here. Oh no, she's going the other way. I think there's enough space here if you can get through. Linda's head's just in the way of the cue ball right now. But I think you could perhaps get through here. Well, sorry. My fat fingers. Yeah, get through here, like that. That sort of line, and maybe flick the 3. So, but obviously Linda's on the line of the shot. She sees it differently. Maybe the point of the pocket's in the way. Got a small target coming this way, but hits it well. Oh, look at this for a shot. That is a cracker. That really is a great shot. Getting a round of applause in the room. So he's going to try 2 rails, hit this from behind, maybe try and make it in the middle pocket. Wasn't far off, he's got it in the corner. Almost. Now with that 8 being there, this is a chance to make the combo. It's not an easy shot by any means, but I think it's worth a go. Unfortunately, just leaves it over the hole, so I think a carrot might be in order here. Putting the 8 in off after hitting the 2 first with the cue ball. But gets the double kiss on the 2, so no joy. And I think it's another stab at the combo here for Linda. Nicely played, just lost the 2 a little bit. So nothing easy here for Ryan to do. I was thinking he could probably just play a little safety and leave that 2 on the top rail, get the cue ball down under the 9 or something. Yeah, just not bad at all, not bad at all. I think there is a little gap for it to go past the 6. But it did graze the 6 on the way past. Where's the cue ball? It's another scratch, I'm afraid. He's not had a lot of luck lately with the scratches. So a chance for, let's put it onto this angle and I can take my graphics off. Make it easier to see this view unobstructed. Hang on, they're still there. Try that, that's better. So you want to make sure you're below the pocket line, which is, the pocket line is here. So you want to be to the right of that line in playing this 2 to make going down the table for the 4 easier for Brian. And so where's my line? Yeah, I think she's just gone past the line, so now the natural path of the cue ball is probably going to be coming into the rail and then try and get it off something like this to leave a longer shot on the 4. Now it's a thin 4 for Linda. And the line here just about missing that 9 ball. Let me try and get up the table for a shot at the 5. And unfortunately overcuts it. And it's interesting how those little margins are magnified, isn't it? So then going slightly past the line on the for the shape on the 3 meant that then Brian could not get close to the line, the shape for the 4, so it was always going to be a thin 4, and that's how gradually the positional inaccuracies are amplified. Where's the cue ball? He's okay. Not cuttable in the side. Not sure I fancy that in the corner either. Well, he's looking at it. Let's have a look at it. Let's see what he's looking at, shall we? This is what he's dealing with. I mean, it looks to be close to 90 degrees to me, which is about the limit of what you can safely cut. physically cut even. That is so unlucky. That really is unlucky. And he smashed that in the corner. Wow. No, unfortunate. But that's the way the game goes sometimes. Okay, where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse. My mouse has disappeared. There it is. Okay, big shot coming up. And there it goes. That's nicely done. So it's now 9-6.
Yeah, that was very glad. I was like, I can't draw at all because I could draw on scrap. I'm like, I just got a spin, but I need some spin. Maybe I can, get up and get a shot.
Right.
Just hit the point.
Okay, I've just been trying to set up the action replay. Never used it before. I've got this brand new piece of equipment today. I'm trying out for the first time. As Casey does a successful break there, leaves a decent look at the one for Brandon. And he's going to spin into the 3 here, and that's finished pretty good. What he has done, however, he's tied up the 7 and the 5. But there's a chance you could actually put the 4 in off the 7. So if you could get up above the 4 here, basically want to be playing somewhere here, and then in playing the 4 ball, the next shot. Oh, he's missed it. He's dogged it and set it up. So Linda here. So don't forget, there's a chance to disturb that. And the way to disturb it is by playing the 4 ball directly into the 7. That's not a good line. Like, can I try it again? Like that. So then the 7, if you can play the 4 in off the 7, the 7 will then move the 5, and you've got a chance to get out. And that 7's making the pocket bigger. Now there is a chance when you play the 4, you catch too much of the 7 and you miss the 4, but if you could catch that 7 on the edge, you'd be good. Well, thank you very much, Christine. I do appreciate that. So Brian's a little further away than would have been ideal. If you were doing that sort of very accurate play of the 4, you might have wanted to be a bit closer to it than this. So what's he going to do here? Is he going to take on the advanced shot and try and break it open, or just make the 4? So if you make the 4, there's another shot I've just seen actually. There is another shot, and then you play down, you just leave the cue ball here, and then you could make the 7 by playing the 6 first. So basically from here, then you could just play into the 6, and get the cue ball to knock the 7 in, but hey. So he potted it clean. to say, just have a quick look before the ball is moved. Kind of just turn off my top line graphics with my mouse once again. Here we are. Come on. Yeah, there's a pretty big gap there. You could have probably played rail first, hit the 6, and maybe not the 7, but hey, not now from here. Oh, it's the scratch. Yeah, Linda was trying to do the ultimate safety there. Not easy. And so a chance now for Brandon Casey to close to within 2 racks once again. Is he going to play the combo here? It's that 6 ball up the table that's the issue. And if he does play this, he's got to control the 5 really well. Well, that's one way of doing it, double kissing the 5 to get it to stay over the pocket. I don't think he intended that, but we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Okay, so shaping for the 6. Yes, but he's a little flat to get the cue ball out for the 8 in the bottom. Yeah, and in trying so, he's missed it. And where's it going to finish? Well, it's going to be a shot in the corner for Brian. Let's look at the angle from here. How do you shape for the 8? He looks almost flat, doesn't he? Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, we do say you shouldn't cross the line. That's the pocket line. Hang on a minute. What's that there? So you want to try and get on that line. How's the shape? Well, he's going to give a look at this. Let's have a look what sort of an angle we're working with. Okay. I think you just drop this in and the cue ball will naturally be finishing somewhere in this part of the table. Just got to, or maybe over here. Just got to watch out for that side pocket, but I think you're okay. If you do a smooth follow shot, you should hit safely above the side pocket. Oh no, just slightly inaccurate. Hit it a bit too thick, caught the far jaw. If it had caught the near jaw, it would probably have dropped in, but that far jaw was a little less forgiving, so chance falls back to LGBTQ. KC plays rail first, cue ball's coming down nicely. And this to get to 7. Oh, but he misses the 9. He seemed to play that a little bit quick, and this is going to dress up now. Chance for Brian to make it to 10. What a big swing this would be. And he drills it in. Where's the cue ball? Oh, it was close, but not quite enough pace. So there you go, that's 10. And psychologically, to get into double figures means a lot. You can start thinking that you're on your way. Still taking it one rack at a time. I just want to just see if my replay function is working. Let me just see if I can do a quick replay. All right, so I've got to be quicker than that. Where do I go? Can I go further? Oh, it's only 20 seconds, right, okay. I've got it set to 20 seconds, right. So, how do I change that? Quick replay, no, okay. No, basically that's the same thing. I need to go to settings. Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Yes, I just need to press the replay within 20 seconds. Let's hope we get something to replay in this rack. Rack 17, Brian with a break. Oh, so close to the cut break then. Did you notice though, the one once again was just above the side pocket. So the path of that one there just went straight to that point. Like that. So he couldn't have got much closer. He needs to ever so slightly thinner than he did. And that would have been in. So, chance to perhaps play a cross side bank if you want to take this on in the right side pocket. And there is a chance if you do that you could always end up knocking the 7 in. Oh, drills it in the corner instead. Now then, this is a chance for a replay. Let's play the replay. Here we go. Oh, is it a slow-mo replay as well? Okay, yeah, let's play it at the normal speed. Yeah, I quite like that action replay. Yeah, there we go. So we got that. At least we got that one working. One at a time. One more to go. Then another one. So the short stick's out here. It's a nice jump. Is it coming round? You're going to flick the one and go in. Oh, so a chance here. So the path to the 3 is not straightforward here. And when you get there, I'm not even sure, does that 3 pass both the 9 and the 5? Oh, Linda, nice shot too. I mean, it was okay, wasn't it? Yeah, there is a 2-way here. And Brian's calling that to Linda. Basically, he's trying to cut the 3 in here and the cue ball into the 9 in here. Well, got it moving, but unfortunately neither of them comes off. And a chance for KC as he walks to the table. He's got this 3 ball in the top pocket. And if it was to just play a little bit forward on the cue ball, a bit of topspin, I think you could get into the rail and then out here. Very nice look at the 4. Yeah, that's it. The 5 passes, the 6 into the corner, but does the 6 go? It looks like it does. It's tight with that 8 ball, but I'm pretty sure it does go. So once again, you'd want to be slightly to the left of the pocket line here. Oh, but he's not quite timing him at the moment, Brandon. I think he's gotten a bit cold. It's one of those players, he strikes me, that he thrives off rhythm. When he makes a couple of balls, it gets better and better and better, like when they did that break and run earlier. I think he just started to flow, and then as the ball goes in, a little bit of adrenaline, bit of confidence, and he starts to get better and better. More and more accurate, the pockets get easier and easier. But when he's been sitting in the chair a long time, and I'm sure we can all relate to this, your arm can go a little bit cold and you can just find it tough to make that first shot. Overcut from Lyndon. This is going to come down and dress up, I think. So it's going to be a chance for KC. Okay, it's a bit skinny, but it's nice angle to come down towards the 5 ball, just down the middle of the table, not too hard. that's good. Now, this is what I was talking about before. As you can see, that 8's close to the 6, but I think it is makeable. You could even try and play into the 8 here. No, that's fine. This will go. Just going to have a little scrutiny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes okay. Getting the bridge out though. But the one saving grace is that the 7 is right over the middle pocket, so all you've got to do is literally drop this in. That was a good hit. Now, go up the table and try and come back down towards the right hand side for this 8. Oh, he's missed the 7. How has he done that? Now, what would you do with this? I think you've just got to stroke it in. Roll it in, no heroics. Just try and leave it under a straightish 8. As long as the cue ball's not on the rail, on the side rail, you'd be good. And that's okay, you know, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this 8 ball is frozen. It certainly looks like it is. Yeah, it looks very much like it's frozen. Oops, get down. Get down. There we go. Bit more. There we go. Coming through the gap. It's a little skinny one for Brian. And that cue ball's going to be going up table very close to that corner pocket. He's had a bit of drama before with that pocket. Big shot now. Make sure you make the 9, of course. Oh no. Too thick. Yeah. Great chance to get to 11 there, and KC comes to the table. They've got the reprieve. Here he goes. Can he cut this one in? Oh, it's too thin. So a chance for Linda now. Let's just pull out a little bit here. Try and get my camera view back where I wanted it. Up a bit, up, up. Down, down, down. There we go. Got to watch the bottom left corner for the scratch here, you know. Oh, misses it all together. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh. Wow. So that was a chance there, very much so. Both sides had chances. Okay, they're conceding that rack, so that is 7. The guys get to 7. I'm just going to play the ad one more time, folks. Just a little bit thick.
I like the music. It's a mix of your old stuff and some new stuff.
That's fine. I put a few things in.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to get an entirely new playlist together.
Oh, it's fine.
It's quite nice having a fairly loud speaker there so I can talk a bit more freely. And being further away, the striker really can't hear me when they're striking. That's the most important thing. So it means I can, whilst you're down on the shot, I can still occasionally say something.
Yeah.
Whereas before, as soon as you were on the shot, I would keep stopped.
Yeah. No, this is like you can barely hear. I mean, especially now. You can hear a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But we're so close.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so rack 18, 10 to 7. Linda O'Brien needing 3, Melanie Casey needing 6. I think we're seeing a safety here. Is he going for the bank or side? Yeah, but the safety was always going to be there. And in fact, I think maybe that was the primary objective, because had that one gone in, he would have been in a bit of trouble himself. So I think he was going for the snooker all the way there. So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate you. Hope the stream is coming through loud and clear where you are. Hope you've got a nice clear picture, clear audio. And if you are enjoying what you're watching, it would be my humble request that you would smash that like button. Get it smashed. Give us a thumbs up. And I'd be very grateful. Share it with your video-loving, your billiard-loving friends, rather. Video-loving friends. Billiard video-loving friends, even. That would be good. And consider subscribing, because I think we've got something in the region of 1,200 odd subscribers in YouTube, and it all helps. The more subscribers you get, the more your content is farmed out to other people. And interactions of any kind, be they likes, shares, comments, they all go a long way towards getting that algorithm to like what you're doing. That was a nice jump there. Let's just see if we can get my replay working. There's a quick replay. So my replay is a little bit too much preamble. I think I can reduce the length of it a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's good. The 20-second replays, I think I might reduce them to 10. Going for the snooker here. Oh, okay, left it over the side. At least it's not a foul. Yeah, I'm just I'm messing around trying to do my replay settings whilst we're in the middle of the game. We should probably leave it till after. So there's going to be a 2-4 combo coming up. I think you've got to kind of slow roll it. Probably you would. Oh, okay, he's drawing back. He's going to hit with some speed, I think. He does like to hit them firmly, does Brandon. Why not? They makes them both. Let's have another look at that one. I think I can skip forward 5 seconds, and then there we go. Yeah, there you go. Made them both. Right, so a chance for Linda. That has pushed the 6 over the corner. This is just a dead roll in, and you will have a straight lookish, well, not straight, but a fairly straightforward shot on the 5. And you'll be able to, as long as you're not under the rail, do a little bit of a stunny type shot to get
away from the 7, so you can play the 6 in that left corner. Okay, twofer. It was indeed a twofer. Yeah, and one thing I'm noticing more and more when players are jacking up and playing with pace, definitely makes the shot a lot harder. I think there the shot was to just stroke it in, make sure of the pot, and let Brian work it out for the next one. Oh, nice snooker there. Real cagey stuff from Brandon. So Brian in a spot of bother here. The one rail kick. Not sure I'd be playing it that way. Just for the simple reason that I really don't like it when you're playing into the near rail first and then trying to get out from there. 1-2. My voice isn't coming out there, is it? It did, yeah. How's the shape here? It's a pretty perfect line. There it is. 10-8.
That's the 9-ball shape I expect from you.
It's a little bit warm. Mike, how are you feeling temp-wise?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on cool.
Can we
Yeah,
knock it
yeah,
down a degree? Just
yeah.
knock it down a degree so it
Knock
kicks
it
on.
down for sure.
Yeah, just turn it so it kicks on. Just take it down 1 degree. Yeah, it'll kick on, run for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, I've just been adjusting the audio a little bit. Had a bit of a problem with my mic bleeding into the speaker that we've got playing music in the room. So I think we've got rid of that problem right now. So apologies, a little bit of quiet whilst I was away dealing with that. Nice solid shot there from Linda. Cue balls come up table pretty nicely to leave a look at the 4 for Brian. Should be able to come across to the right hand side of the table without too much effort here. It's all about the pot, making the cut here. Catches it a bit thick, dogs it. Has he left it? Has he covered it? Looks as though he's covered it. Yeah, the jump stick's coming out, but this is by no means a straightforward jump shot. 9 is quite far advanced into the table, so getting over the 9 and then keeping the cue ball on the table is so difficult because the cue ball will bounce after it lands. It's got to. And that's a great shot. Real good shot. Let's have another look at that one. Just want to see where the cue ball lands. Yeah, it didn't bounce very much, did it? He did a good job there. And that's overcut. Oh, it's just come away from the pocket, so not a straightforward shot here for Linda. I'd be tempted to play this cross corner bank back into the bottom left pocket as you're looking at that table. Yeah, you're welcome, Christine. I'm glad you got to see the replay. Yeah, so I think the alternative to the bank here is just to play the safety, where you're just trying to bank the 6 to here and get the cue ball to come down table. But no, she's gone for the bank, and issue there. It's okay, I suppose. If you're gonna miss that, you should try and miss it thick, so rather than thin, because you miss it thin, it hits the short rail and can finish closer to the pocket. But very skinny one. This cue ball's going around the table. He may end up coming 4 rails under the 7. That's holding over the hole. So there was no shape on the 7 anyway. He's probably glad of that. It would have snookered Casey on it. Now this is so deep in the pocket. It's tough. You got to make sure you hit it. You got to try and make the junction between the ball and the pocket here. Okay, he's going to snooker Linda behind the 8, I think. Oh, not quite. Yeah, you can see this, but I'm not sure what you can do with it. Once again, probably a safety option, maybe. Bank the 7. You want to try and bank the 7. Bank the 7 to there. Get the cue ball to come here would be my option. So much simpler than the attempted pot. If you go for the pot, you will sell out if you don't get it. Okay, if you get it, you win. Wow. What do we know? What a great shot that was. Just a tough 8 from here. What do you do? I think you try and draw it in. Had a great line on the cue ball, and to be honest, that couldn't have finished a lot better. That looks to be flat and frozen. I don't know if there's any bank possible here. I think the double kiss is on. Let's see. It's going to pass the side. Wow, that's a great shot. From where he was, that was a real good shot. So here, once again, my line would indicate that you play this into the rail, try and get the 8 here. And then the cue ball should probably come somewhere over here. It's all about gauging that cut. It's a cut bank on the 8 to the middle of the bottom cushion. Linda was going for the pot all the way there. And considering she went all out, that's not bad. And it was a chance to win the rack. You can never blame anyone for taking a chance on to get the win. But Brandon playing the percentage shot here. Well, where's the cue ball? Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Played the safety and got the scratch, and now we've seen this before, haven't we? Almost identical situation we had this. Now last time Brian played the cue ball like this. How's he going to do it this time? He played it exactly the same way. He's left Linda. Oof. Oh, I don't like that very much. Pressure now. Big pressure. What pressure? Pressure, what pressure? What a great shot that was. That was a good shot from Linda. So Love and Luck get to 11. Love and Luck need 2. Brandon and KC, LGBTQ, need 5. So this next rack is huge in the scheme of the match. Absolutely huge. If Love and Luck could get to the hill, they'd be strong favourites. But if Brandon and KC can keep them off the hill, then anything can happen in this game. So Real big game, racking in the context of this game. Now, whilst this is happening, I'm just going to see if I can adjust my replay settings. How do I do that? Event list. Play range. No, it's not that. I guess I'll have to work it out later. At least I can do replays. It might be not the optimal length, but that's no big deal. So makes a ball. He was trying the cut break again, and yet again, Brian's one ball, just going to show you with a yellow marker, came from here. And went just above the pocket there. So that means once again it was a fraction too thick. Did make a ball though, but no good look at the one here for Linda, I don't think. Let's look at the other angle. Yeah, a bit tricky this one. And that's a ball in hand. Rather belatedly calling push on that break. Yeah, I think push was the order of the day there actually. But anyway, that's as maybe. Slightly overdrawn shape for KC. So we'll be trying to cut this back in the top right pocket as we're looking at that screen. Probably there's a shot to just stun draw across and back out, but he's got lots of right spin on this cue ball, so I guess he's trying to go around 3 rails. Slightly overcut it. And that's coming all the way down to leave a thin cut for Brian, probably with the bridge. Oh no, he can reach it. Doesn't seem to be going for the shot though. I think he's playing the safe. Has he got it? I think it's short stick time once again. Yep. What a shot! What a shot! And we're going to play a replay of this one, folks. Get ready for this. That is an amazing shot, but would you believe it? He's actually finished titty hooking KC. So he's got to play off the rail to kick at this 3. Misses it, unfortunately, so quite unfortunate there. A brilliant jump by Brandon. Length of the table, smacked that 2 ball in, back of the pocket. And that's just the way the ball rolls sometimes, right? You just got to smile. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and did not get its just desserts by any means. So now, Linda's got to find a way to the 4 from this 3 to leave it in such a way, and that was indicating the tit, indeed. So yeah, I think the shot here is just to try and play out towards the centre, the table, somewhere like that. Slightly skinny for Brian, so now he's got to try and make this one and come down towards the 5 that way. He's caught that too thick. It's actually the 6, isn't it? Not the 5. Oh well. Chance in for LGBTQ. Let's go, Brandon. So he's drawing deep here, trying to get all the way back up table. And look at this for a shot. Look at this for a shot. Look at this, folks. This one's going to get another action replay. I'm sorry. Absolutely. Here it comes. And the action on this cue ball, just watch this. Bush. Spinning all the way up, beats that middle pocket. And gets Casey nicely on the 6, which he's just made whilst I've been showing you the replay. So the table's back with Brandon. Now, how do you get to this the 8 from here? Let's have a little look. Well, I think it's probably this sort of line here. So we'll see what he does. Oh, he's got a lot of inside in it. Oh no, man. After that beautiful shot last visit. So it's hampered queuing for Linda here. But I think the simple shot here, simple shot, just make it and let the cue ball bounce just a little bit like that. Don't try any big positional shots. Just leave that 8 for Brian. Because you're bridging over the 8. It's tough. Just roll it in. Yeah, that'll do. Brian will take that all day. And all he's got to do is just roll this one in. Cue ball should roll forward, something like this after contact. Aiming for that far draw, though, you've got to avoid that near point. And he's made it. So this 9, huge 9 ball. Absolutely huge, and it's a bit tricky, you know. It's gone a bit funny. It's gone a bit tricky. You've got to go for the cut in the side, I think. Okay, so Linda's not sure about this. I'd be definitely 100% taking the 9 in here. But in order to do that, you've got to try and draw the cue ball away from this pocket. That's the thing. Okay, then it's going for this corner. What a shot. Where's the cue ball? And that's an amazing 8 ball. That's an amazing shot. That really was a killer 9 ball. And that gets love and luck on the hill, folks. On the hill. It's currently 12-8, so they need 1. LGBTQ need 5. So it can be done. It's only got a 1 bite. That's how you eat an elephant, right? 1 bite at a time. So 1 rack at a time. But Linda and Brian got to be pleased to be in the strong position that they're in right now. And that was a wonderful 9 ball. So Brian's going to be breaking here. And he's been trying his cut break all night. He's made a few balls. He's not made the 1 in the side, as far as I can recall. So can he dial this in now? Be a good time to do it. And don't forget, golden breaks count as well, folks. I've just got to say it before he breaks the balls, just in case. Hammers them. The 9's moving. Oh, that 9 was going in the middle pocket and the 2 touched it out of the way. It was going in. Oh. Wow. What a way to end it that would have been. But now. Yeah, just hammered him. Yeah. Yeah, you need to work on that. You've hit it too thick every time. You know that. Every time too thick. Never too thin. But you know, once you start making it, you'll be making it all the time. Yeah. But that 9 was seriously on its way in the middle pocket. The 2 ball came back, nudged it out of the way, and then the 2 went down. Where's the cue ball? Hits the point, and does it squeeze through and find a gap? It's hard to sell from here. Is there a gap? Well, Ryan's looking closely. It's obviously not straightforward if there is one. I think he wants to go for it. Maybe there's a little bit of a swerve required here, a bit of right English and downward striking, just to swerve around that 7. Yeah, well, how's this going to finish? There's a chance now for the guys. So Brandon coming to the table. The point of no return now. Sometimes the pressure can come off here. You just start letting your cue out because you know there's nothing else you can do. You've just got to go for it. You've got to try and make balls, make something happen. And we know that he's capable. We did that wonderful break and run earlier on in the game. But it's just about getting going. I think he's, like I say, he's very much a rhythm player, Brandon. When the balls start going in, I think the pockets look like buckets to him. And it gets easier and easier with the adrenaline. It's just about getting started. Linda drawing straight out there. That's a beautiful shot. That's a beauty and has given Brian a wonderful opportunity here. He's just got to work it out here. He wants to leave this pretty much dead straight for Linda so she can do a stop shot and leave the 7 in the bottom left. Yeah, it's a stop shot for Linda coming up. I'm just going to get rid of my titles because they're interfering with this view, and I want to stay on this view for a little bit. It's 3 stop shots in a row here. Stop shot 6, stop shot 7. Actually, no, you want what you want to do when you think about it. Your final position of the cue ball on the 8 wants to be somewhere around here. Yeah, so just got to get past straight here. Just past straight, and then you would have a natural angle to get up for the 9. Okay, so he's not quite gone where he wanted to, so now Linda's got to do something with the cue ball here. But here's a line for you. I'm going to show you a line right now. Like that, like that, like that, and like this. Coming into the line. Tiny bit of left spin. 1, 2. Needs a bounce. Needs a bounce. So this is the match ball. No pressure. Let's go to this view. And let's get my titles back up. And there it is, folks. That's the match ball. I'm going to put 13 on the scoreboard, and I'm going to play an action replay. This is the replay of the winning shot. Here it is, folks. There it is. That is it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed today's presentation. I'm Mike Holt, and I've loved bringing this to you. What I'm going to do just one more time before we go, I'm going to play up, not that one, I'm going to play the match ad one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, where's my remote controller? Can I bring this camera all the way around? Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come and see me. There's Linda and Brian, our winners today. And can I bring this all the way around? Okay, you see I'm sitting in the kitchen. I'm always in the kitchen, right? And so this is my little setup we've got here. Can we see? Yeah, there's my screens and my stuff like that. So, oops, there we go. And now I've got these bottom glasses. They're not very flattering, these glasses, are they? I've got to... My vanity means I've got to put my flashy ones on and then tilt that up a little bit. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in today. Really, really appreciate it. And what might be nice, actually, is if you could give us one last thumbs up, yeah? Subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified next time we go live, because we're going to make these a regular thing. I'm delighted to be working with Brian and Linda here at Beehive to do these match presentations, but we're open to traveling to other venues. If you've got a table and you want to do one of these in your place, let me know. Drop me a line. Go to mothlike.com, and you'll find all the details there under the Mothlike Challenge page. So let's just see who have we got left. There's 14 of you left. So thank you very much. I'm going to sign off now, but get along to mothlike.com, give us some comments, send us an email and let us know what you think. Very much appreciated. We'll see you all again soon. Right, where's my little thing? I've got to go stop streaming.